right, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Boss Up with K. You know, I teach you how to get these driving gigs, passive income, how to start your own business, anything to help you level up out the 9-to-5 rat race. We about that. All right, so I'm back with another great driving medical courier related video where you guys can use your own vehicles, you can rent somebody else's vehicle, you can borrow somebody else's vehicle just to move around and make money. I'm talking about a great industry called non-emergency medical transport, NEMT. So if you see that on any courier related sites, that means non-medical emergency transport. So basically what that is you as the driver pick up people who need to go to doctor's appointments, who have emergency, well, not emergency, but like, you know, last minute appointments, last minute things they got to do, pick up some medicine, run to a clinic, anything medical related around the customer, but it's not emergency. So it's not like somebody got shot or had a heart attack where they got to get to the hospital immediately. Kind of schedule hour, 2 hour ahead of time, pick somebody up, take them to their doctor's visit or clinic or specialist, or they may just have to go to a hospital, but they're not in an extreme rush. So that's what non-medical transport is. And I'm going to bring you 2 or 3 companies today that actually cover non-medical medical transport. They find the people that need transport and they hook you up with drivers like you to get driving, get them on the road, get them safely to where they need to be. Now, since you are transporting people, yes, you will have to do a background check. Some companies actually do a drug screen on that as well. So just be prepared for that. Not all do, but most do. So we're gonna hop in to the laptop, look at these companies, see what their requirements are, try to find some pay scales, see how much they're paying their drivers to, you know, pick up and drop off people to appointments, and how you can make this your own business. You can actually, you know, go to different old folk homes or clinics or hospitals and say, hey, I have a van, a minivan or a car, and you're willing to, you know, pick up and drop off patients. Give them your business card, and you can make this own business for yourself as well. It's that simple, all right? So let's go ahead and hop on in, take a look, get into the nitty gritty like how we do on Boss Up with K, and show you how you can boss up with the non-emergency medical transport. All right, leg up. And the laptop first is Aryv. Aryv, different kind of non-emergency medical transport. This is an app-based service, just like Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, where they connect the driver, which is you, to the rider. They take them to the appointments. Of course, we're gonna get into the areas, but don't worry, I got 2 more companies that does this for you to partner with, so you don't see your state on this company. Hold on, I got 2 more for you. So this one's in Arizona, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, New Hampshire. And then we got some expanding areas to Texas, Ohio, Missouri. So you see the map, no Cali. I do have the Arizona. There, New Mexico, Texas, Georgia. So they serve over almost 300,000 rides. Great on time percentage. Here's some things the drivers say. Great pay. She's been doing it since 2015, so they've been around for a while. So let's see how we can get driving with these guys. Become a driver. Put your email address in. High payouts. Regular work. Make a difference. Up to $27.50 an hour, which is not bad. Especially if you're in the South or Midwest, that's great pay compared to the cost of living. So that's pretty much it. Of course, once you put your email address, it'll go to a different screen where you input all your information, what type of car you drive, your availability, things of that nature. I'm pretty sure they will do a background check, just like Uber and Lyft does. You just send in a picture of your ID, they run. Make sure you don't have any outstanding warrants, any violent past, anything like that. A lot of time misdemeanor, small traffic offenses get through, but definitely if you got DUIs and major traffic violations, they will not even consider you. So that's the deal with that. Aryv. Of course, I'm gonna leave a link to this website and this app down in the description below, so don't worry about that. But like you said, this company is paying at least $27 an hour, constant hours, and they have states mainly in the South, Midwest, and Southwest. And let's go on to the next. This company, MTM, does medical transportation as well as a lot of other things, but their main source of business is moving non-medical emergency people around. They go into what is non-emergency medical transport. It's a highly growing field. So these are some companies you guys can partner with to use your own van, use your own car, or you can drive their van, but you will make less money. Of course, having an SUV, a minivan, or larger vehicle is always best. You can, put people's wheelchair in, put people's walker in. Having a smaller vehicle may not be the best, but you can, call, ask them some questions, see if it's a good fit for you guys. Each company has their own rules. Each company has their own thing. And I do not work for the company. If anything, I'm an independent contractor, but the details, a lot of those things you would like to actually contact the company and ask them the details. So become a community driver, network of community drivers. We have volunteer network. We are definitely not here to volunteer, but if you have the goodness in your heart, you have the free time, you want to, volunteer, help people get to and fro. They do have a volunteer option for you guys, but we trying to get paid. So here's send in some job opportunities. So just to get in the process of hiring, they have a Glassdoor. You can look up some things. And like I said, they do 401k, all that good stuff. Equal opportunity employers. So you partner with them, you get hooked up. Move right along to the next one. We got Drive for Wingz. Join Wingz, your favorite driver. So this one, actually I should have did this one last week when I did the airport luggage pickup. But instead of picking up luggage, you can coordinate, actually schedule rides to and from the airport, as well as you scheduling rides to and from the airport. You can schedule non-emergency medical transport right here. This company is based out of Georgia. It's called Wingz. Drive for Wingz, 21 years older, SUV, minivan, sedan. No more than 5 years old. So you got to have a newer vehicle. Your vehicle can be no more than 5 years old. And then, get aboard. You got to have a nice cell phone, get some training, background check, MVR check, and drug screen. So like I said, if you're driving non-medical emergency transport, you're driving people around, they don't want you high. They don't want you under the influence. So you will have to go through a drug screen. Let's see what they're looking for when you sign up. Say SUV no more than 5 years old. No small cars will be accepted. Not sure what they categorize as small cars. Probably nothing under a Nissan Sentra. Something like that. Corolla, maybe it will get through. Prius, definitely not. So you need your name, phone number, Please select driving market. So they are in Atlanta, Austin, they're up in Texas, California, Miami, Arizona, Portland, San Antonio. Like I said, heavy Texas base, had to be California, West Coast base. I don't see anything up in New York, New Jersey. Sorry, guys, but here is the locations. So you see, drive your own car. So this is a great way to actually build your non-medical emergency business. You can, start gaining leads, getting leads. Now, I've did some more research, and people who are actually starting their own business, I'm going to do a full interview with someone who actually does this outside of these websites or outside of partner with these companies. They get their own contracts, they get their own leads, they schedule their own appointments with people who need to go here and there. What I was hearing is most of Medicaid handles these type of transport and these type of doctor visits. So once you contact your state's Medicaid or the National Medicaid office, you can kind of, coordinate with them, say, hey, I have a van, I have a service where I can give people rides for this fee. And if they're willing to take you, they'll, pay you. Now, dealing with the government, dealing with Medicaid, they usually pay on a net 30 case. So you're going to have to wait 30 days to get your pay. Just like if you worked in a doctor's office, you know how Medicaid work. They pay out on monthly, just like most insurance. So you can do regular ride share on non-medical emergency with this company and all that good stuff. You see all the requirements, everything you need. But that's just the Atlanta area. They are, like I said, hiring in a lot of more states, a lot of areas. So that is 3 companies that are hiring for non-emergency medical transport. I'm going to leave a link to all 3 below. I have a bonus one. It's more of a volunteer situation. Now, here's the hack. When you're going out volunteering, you're meeting people, you're talking to these clinics, you say, hey, volunteers, we don't have a lot of volunteers, but I do have a paid service where it's very affordable. We can build people's insurance and to get them, rides hooked up. You can kind of build your business by going this volunteer route, learning the business, learning, the hospitals, learning the clientele who needs these rides, and then figuring out how the way you can get your foot in the door and build a business around that. All right. So you always got to be thinking outside the box when you're starting your business. You're being an entrepreneur. Can't just rely on websites, can't just rely on apps. A lot of times you have to dig and get that business from the mud, get that business from the ground. Start with small contracts, 1 or 2 people, 1 or 2 appointments, and then build from there. All right, guys. So remember, always be your own boss. It's your boy Boss Up with K. Follow me on IG and TikTok at Credit K. Yes, I do credit repair as well as business credit. Business credit is my specialty. I flipped business credit, bought me a van, bought me some vehicles, and started this transportation business, as well as several other businesses I own. So if you want to get down with me, you need any consultations, visit creditk.com or hit me on social media. We can set something up. I can answer your questions, or just leave a comment down below. I don't care if it's just 1, 2, 3. Leave a comment, share this video. It helps to get out to a wider audience, helps everybody start getting some money, help people find these different side hustles and different ventures. All right. Later.